Okay, good evening everyone. So we will start our drills in a few minutes. Standby lang muna po kayo dyan. Okay, good evening everyone. So it's me, Maestra Bicolana TL Itambayan. So ayan, may drills na naman tayo for TLE and also for the new curriculum. So ayan teachers, don't forget to share this live discussion right now and also paki-share po, paki-tap na po ako dun sa mga classmate nyo na mga magte-take ngayon ng review. Okay. So, ayan teachers. Ayan, shoutout sa mga viewers natin. Sino-sino mga viewers natin ngayon? Okay. So, dito tayo sa mga pa-pre-live discussion natin. And don't forget po sa mga gusto pong sumali sa aming review. Okay, open na po si Maestra Bicolana TL Tambayan for the TLE Majorship. Zoom po ang ating class discussion. Okay, yung review. Naka-zoom po tayo niyan, mga ma'am and sir. Ayan. So, paki-share na po ako ng ating discussion ngayong gabi. Okay, shout out sa mga nag-like sa atin kay Ma'am Judy Ann. Okay, kay Ma'am Cherry Joy Domingo Obanya. Shout out sa iyo, Ma'am. And also kay Ma'am Laline Salazar. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for watching. So, teachers, are you ready for September 2025 board examination? So, ito po is hindi lang po tayo magbibigay ng mga dagdag kaalaman. Magbibigay din pa ako sa inyo ng mga short tips on how to pass the board examination. Including na po dyan yung mga proper shading natin. Okay. So, matagal pa ang board examination nyo, let takers, right? Tama po ba si Ma'am Grace? Okay, so it is September 2025. Since April pa lang ngayon, dapat po nag-i-start na tayo na mag-aral, magbasa-basa ng mga libro. Maliwanag po ba? Bakit kailangan nating magbasa, mag-aral ng mga libro? Lagi nyo pong tatandaan mga ma'am and sir, mas maganda po ang mas advanced tayo na mag-aral. Kaya nga po sabi ko kanina, mas maganda na nag-aaral tayo. Maliwanag po ba? Mas advanced ang may alam. Maliwanag po? So, ayan teachers. Shout out sa mga viewers natin. So, ilang minutes pa lang may marami ng viewers. So, malapit na ang release ng result nung mga nakaraang examination. Tama po? Okay. So, di ba ang release is something mga nasa May 2023, May 23, 2025. Ang release po ng board examination. Yun po yung mga result ng mga nag-take nung mga nakaraan. Last March. Okay. So, ayan. Don't forget to pray po pala mga ma'am. It is number 1 weapon. Yung pagpe-pray, pagdadasal. And then, pangalawa pasalamatan nyo lagi yung sarili nyo kasi kayo ang nag-aaral, kayo ang nagre-review. So, automatic po teachers, kailangan pinapasalamatan nyo ang sarili nyo. Okay? Ano pa? Dapat may mga techniques kayong inaaral. Ano yung mga technique na yun? Ano po yun? Yung mga technique na dapat nating aralin. Okay. So, before I take a board examination po. Okay. Before I take nung September 2025 po. I know, September 2023 kasi I passed the board examination is mga rumilis yung result ng exam namin is December. Ayan. So, si Teacher Grace, si Maestra Bicolana, di ko na-expect na kasama yung pangalan ko sa mga list Kasi I'm a self-reviewee. So, ayan, self-review po ako. Sa mga nagtatanong lang kung may nakakapasa ba na nagse-self-review, yes po, maraming nakakapasa na nagse-self-review. Okay, anong gagawin kung ikaw ay nagse-self-review? You need to manage your time. Okay, kasi hindi lahat ng bagay, lahat tayo ay may kanya-kanyang obligasyon. Lahat tayo may mga trabaho. So, anong gagawin natin pag nasa ganun tayong sitwasyon? Mga future LPTs, ang gagawin lang natin is to set a time schedule. It is very important na magkaroon kayo ng time management. Yun po yung lagi kong sinasabi, time management. So ako sa case ko that time, I'm a full-time teachers. So there's a lot of paperworks, activity na ginagawa sa school. So may time po talaga na nagkakaroon ng struggle, lalo na sa pagre-review. Bakit? May mga times po kasi na pagod na yung katawan mo, di ka na makakapag-review kasi sobrang pagod. Lalo na kung full-time teacher ka sa school kung saan ka nagtuturo. So anong gagawin natin? Siyempre pagod tayo. Pag nag-aral tayo, pag uwi natin sa bahay, wala sa akin ha, kasi unang-una pa lang, iniisip ko, ano yung strength and weaknesses ko? Saan ba? Saang time ba ako mas nakakapag-aral ng maayos? Anong oras ba yon? So, syempre tayo as nagtatrabaho, pag uwi ko sa bahay, kasi nung that time, ako lang naman po yung dito sa bahay. Yung partner ko laging nasa trabaho. Okay. So, pag uwi ko, tulog ako niyan. Gigising ako ng madaling araw. Diyan ako nagre-review. Tapos tutulog ako ulit. Kaya sa work ko, lagi akong late. Late ako lagi. Kasi yun yung mga time na nag-aaral. Lalo na ngayon, lalo na kung pwede naman magmasteral habang diba, nag-review. Kung pinagsabay-sabay nyo yan, dapat siguro pumili muna kayo kung ano yung gugustuhin ninyo. Mag-aaral ba kayo ng masteral o magte-take muna kayo ng LET? So, mag-isip kayo, manimbang kayo. So, ayan teachers, mag-take muna ng LET, ng board examination bago magmasteran. Mahirap po yan pagsabayin, mga ma'am and sir. Alam nyo yan. So, ngayon, it is already April. April pa lang po, mga ma'am and sir. Ang iba dyan ay malayo-layo pa ang exam, September pa. Okay, sa August na ako magre-review, sa July na ako magre-review. Hindi po maganda yan. Ang preparation po ang pinaka-importante para pagdating ng examination po, mga ma'am and sir, marami kayong bala. Okay? Na-enhance na yung critical thinking ninyo. Na-enhance na yung knowledge ninyo kung paano atakihin ang board examination. Tandaan nyo, as a secondary teachers, as a TLE major, tech book pala, hindi talaga TLE. Kasi under ako sa Technical Vocational Teacher Educations. Okay? So, ayan, nag-focus kami sa pinaka-major namin, which is the Food Service Management under sa senior high school. So, it is very important na mabigyan natin ng sapat na skills ang mga kabataan, especially in senior high school and junior high school. So, that's why teachers, syempre, sa part natin, bilang isang TLE teachers, napakalawak ng pag-aaralan natin. Nandyan si cosmetology, nandyan si carpentry, nandyan si business math. Oh my God! Ang namin noon is food service. Bakit may accounting bigla? Okay, di ba? Yun yung mga naririnig ko. May food, may applied ICT, applied, AFA, yung mga parts of the fish, aquaculture, kasama na po yan dyan. Pati pagtatanim. And take note, ang AFA involves si science. Pati yung mga photosynthesis na yan, mga cellulose na yan, nasa po natin yan, na majorship natin yan. Kasi sa AFA po, pinag-aaralan yan. Ano pa ba? Si applied research. It is very important. Bakit align po si applied research sa TLE? Natural. Sa TLE, ba nag-implement tayo ng skills? Okay, bakit po Ma'am Grace may research? Especially po pag kayo ay mga nasa food service management ang majorship ninyo, kailangan nakakapag-research tayo ng iba't ibang product. Tama? Kaya pasok sa TLE si research. Ano pa? May applied robotics po ang TLE. 'Di ba? Sa computer, nagka-undergo ulit ng research. Ano pa? As a instructor, as a teachers, bakit pinasok sa TLE si trainer's methodology? Hindi lang po tayo dapat magaling saan? Sa classroom setting. Dapat magaling din tayo saan? Sa workshop. Mga pa-activity sa mga bata, mga pa-practical sa mga estudyante. Important na malaman nila yung mga practical skills. O ano-ano yon, dapat magaling din si teacher gumawa ng cake. Kung TLE teacher ka, magaling ka rin dapat sa electricity, ICT, o di ba? So as instructor, alam natin kung paano natin iti-train ang mga estudyante pagdating sa hands-on activities. Kaya hindi po nawawala ang TLE subject. Ang TLE majorship, hindi po pwedeng tanggalin si TLE. Kasi ang academic plus skills, hindi po yan dapat paghiwalayin. Lagi yan magkadikit. Oo, magaling ka nga sa academic. Pagdating sa skills, hands-on activity, anong nangyayari sa kabataan? O, diba? Based on the survey, there's a lot of activities, hands-on, mga nag-OJT na magaling sa academic, pagdating sa skills, wala. Okay? Kaya diba nagkaroon ng revision, nagkaroon na naman ng revision ang senior high school. Dalawa na lang sila, hindi na dati na may GAS, may UMS, may STEM, may ABM. Ngayon, dalawa na lang. Anong tawag sa senior high school na yon? It is the academic and then Tech Pro. Okay? Sa mga mag-grade 11 and mag-grade 12. For example, ano ka, ABM ka, ang kinuha mo is ABM, dapat may academic and Tech Pro ka na align doon sa strand mo. Okay? So that's why nagkakaroon ng revision. Nagkakaroon ng revision sa mga curriculum, sa mga planning. Okay? So, yan teachers, tayo as a teachers, lagi lang tayo magrereklamo kasi there's a lot of change. Pero ang importante po sa mga pagbabagong yon, mas magandang ina-adapt natin na i-apply natin sa sarili natin. Okay, lahat ng pagbabago ina-apply natin. Kasi nga, kaya nga nagkakaroon ng revision kasi mas pinapaganda rin nila yung curriculum, kung ano yung dapat sa mga estudyante. Base yan sa ano nila, sa research nila. Okay. So, ano pa teachers, sa revision na yan, si Matatag. Okay. Ano pa, si Matatag. O, isa na rin yan, si Matatag curriculum sa ini-implement natin ngayon. Okay, anong pinaka medyo mahirap sa Matatag curriculum? Ang number 1 na mahirap sa Matatag curriculum is the lesson plan. Okay, ang ano talaga ng lesson plan sa Matatag curriculum. So, yung iba downloadable naman, pare-parehas halos lahat. So, if you kung kayo is talagang magkaroon or i-observe natin kung iba-iba naman tayong teacher, iba-iba tayo ng strategy. So, nakikita ang pagiging magandang ehemplo ng isang teachers based on the output. Ayan. Kung ikaw ay magaling magturo na teachers, nakikita mismo yan sa output based sa estudyante. Alright. So, for example, you are a mathematics teachers, pagdating ng National Achievement Test, pag ang estudyante mo is 100% pasado sa math, ibig sabihin, yung output na ibinigay mo sa mga bata, yung strategiya na binigay mo sa mga estudyante kung paano matuto sa math, na-pick up nila, na-gain nila. Kaya maganda yung output. Lahat naman yan, yung success nakikita based on the evaluation of the students. Okay. So, ayan, sabi ni Ma'am Judy Ann, Ma'am, private group pa po ba kayo for TLE review? Meron po. Okay. So, ayan teachers, let's start for question number 1. Start tayo. After triangular file is used to sharpen a saw. O yung triangular file daw is to sharpen a saw. Okay. So teachers, as you can see, what is the angle of the file set against the bevel of the tooth of a crosscut saw? Again, the question is a triangular file. Okay. A triangular file is used to sharpen a saw. What is the angle of the file set against the bevel of the tooth across cut saw? A, 30 degrees. Nasa 30 degrees po ba? B, 45 degrees. C, 90 degrees. Or letter D, 60 degrees. So, ayan teachers, I'll give you 1 minute para sagutan po ang question number 1. Again, the question is, a triangular saw or a triangular file is used to sharpen a saw. What is the angle of the file set against the bevel of the tooth of a crosscut saw? Is it at 30 degrees? Is it a 45 degrees? Is it a 90 or 60 degrees? So, I'll give you 1 minute para sagutan ng question na yan. If you know the answer, please comment in the comment section box. Okay? So, ayan. Ano bang sagot bago natin i-reissue? All right. So, teachers, is that a letter C? Is that a letter D? Okay. So, siguro teachers, i-charge ko muna ang aking CP, ang aking laptop. Wait for a while po. Medyo na low. Okay, teachers, let's start. Pasensya na po kanina, nalobat yung aking cellphone at ang aking laptop. Palobat na, baka bigla kasing mamatay. Okay, teachers, isa-isahin na po natin. Okay, so ang tanong po sa question number 1 is, sabi dito, triangular file is used to sharpen a saw. Isa-sharpen natin yung saw, di ba? So what is the angle? Ang tinatanong is ano daw yung angle of the file set against to the bevel of the tooth of a crosscut saw. So teachers, explain ko po to ha sa inyo ha. So teachers, based on the question. Okay. So the questions ask about the angle which a triangular file. Tama po ba? So, ibig sabihin, it set the bevel on the tooth of a crosscut saw. So, ano yung purpose? Bakit kailangan? Bakit ginagamitan natin ng triangular file? Bakit? Bakit gumagamit tayo ng triangular file? Ano ang pinaka-purpose niya? Bakit kailangan natin gamitin sa triangular file? Ang number 1 purpose po nito is to sharpening a saw teeth. Again, sa po, meron tayong iba't ibang tinatawag na geometrical and design of a crosscut saw teeth. Okay, may geometrical tayong tinatawag na design. Aside of that, kailangan meron tayong correct angle based on the standard practices pag gagamitin natin sa triangular file. Okay. Ang triangular file po, teachers, is specifically designed for sharpening a tools which align or beveled edge such as a saw for a crosscut saw, teachers. So, ang pinaka-triangular file po nito is ginagamit natin for cutting a edge by filing along the bevel of each tooth. Okay. So, ayan. Aralin na natin. Since crosscut saw ang tinutukoy natin, crosscut saw, to sharpen a crosscut saw correctly po, it is held an angle relative to the bevel of the tooth. So based on the practices po or standard practice, pag ginamit natin ito, yung angle po is papasok na nasa 60 degrees. Hindi po 90 degrees, hindi 45, kasi si 45 po, ginagamit natin ito sa meter joint. O, di ba? 45 degrees. Bakit? Si 45 degrees, gagamitin natin yung angle na to kung tayo ay gagawa ng picture frame. Mali din po si letter A. Okay? Pag saw ang pinag-ausapan natin, tapos under siya ng crosscut saw, ang degree nyo po is nasa 60 degrees. Okay? Hindi po si letter C, si 90 degrees. Maliwanag. Next, a lumber that has been saw, aged, and trim, in which cutting mark are visible is blank. Again, a lumber that has been saw, aged, and trim, in which cutting marks are visible is blank. A, is that a rough? B, smooth. B, dressed. C, dressed. D, work. Okay, a lumber that has been sawed, aged, and trimmed in which cutting marks are visible is A. Rough, B. Smooth, C. Dressed, D. Work. So what is the answers? What is the answers? Ayan. A lumber that has been sawed, aged, and trim in which cutting marks are visible is. Rough ba ang sagot? Is it a smooth? Is it a dressed? Or is it a work? So, I'll give you 1 minute para po sagutan ang katanungan na yan. Okay? So, anong sagot ng madlang people? Ayan, TLE Warriors, anong sagot? Ngayon pa lang mag-review na tayo para handa tayo sa laban sa darating na board exam this September 2025 board examination. Okay, is it Alpha, Beta, Charlie, or Delta? So what is the answer, teachers? Ayan. Sige, pa-comment po ng mga sagot nyo sa comment section. Okay, so is it dressed? Rough? Okay, sabi ng iba, rough. Ang sigaw is rough. How about the others? Sabi ni Ma'am Cherry Joy, Domingo Binya, Ma'am, may PDF po ba kayo? Yes po, meron pa akong mga file. Worth, mura lang po siya. 100 pesos. 100 pesos po. Okay. Ang payment po via GCash. Okay. So, teachers, a lumber that has been sawed, aged, and trimmed in which cutting marks are visible is blank. Okay, teachers, what is the answer? Very good. Okay, very good. I thank you po, ma'am. PM na lang po kayo sa akin directly. Tapos, ang payment po niyan via GCash po. Thank you so much. Okay. So, ayan, teachers. Thank you so much kay Ma'am Judy Ann. You got the correct answer. So, ang pinag-uusapan natin is about a trim in which cutting marks are visible is blank. Okay, teachers. Very good. The answer is rough. A. A is the correct answer. Okay. A po ang sagot. Ma'am Grace, bakit po A ang sagot? Rough. Bakit rough? Okay. So, ibig sabihin po ng rough, this term is typically refers to a lumber that has not been finished. Okay? Does not been finished or smooth after being cut. Yun yung rough. So, ibig sabihin po, teachers, it retains its original saw mark and is often used and construction are not a primarily concern. Okay, kaya tama po si rough. So, Ma'am Grace, bakit po mali si smooth, mali si dress, mali si work? Okay, unahin natin si work. Bakit mali si work? Okay, ang term work po is referring to any kind of lumber. Okay, any kind of lumber. Okay, that is undergone by processing but does not specifically indicating the presence of visible cutting mark. Okay, kaya mali po siya. Si dress naman, teachers, it is a type of wood. Okay, ano nga si dress? Type of wood. Okay, kaya mali po si dressed. Type of wood po siya. Okay, ibig sabihin po niyan, it has been planed or sanded to create a smooth surface. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, it it may still retain by the characteristic, mga ma'am and sir. Okay. So, ang ibig sabihin po niyan, so, however, ang dress po is a lumber, it is usually indicating a higher level of finishing that what is described before. Right? So now, si smooth po is wrong answer din. Bakit mali si smooth? Smooth is described as a lumber ulit. Okay? Smooth, this is described by the lumber that has undergone additionally by processing to remove all roughness. And also for cutting marks resulting in polished surface. Therefore, based on this option po, it does not fit our description since it can implies the absence of visible cutting mark. So that's why the correct answer is letter A. Ano nga po ulit si Ralph? Kakatapos ko lang i-discuss. It is referring for a lumbers that has not been finished. Hindi pa po siya tapos, kaya nga tinawag nating not finished. Okay? So, very good. The answer is letter A. Now, this question, which lumber has been put? Oh, ito. Which lumber daw has been put through a planing machine? Oh, inilagay natin sa planing machine, which gives a fine surface. Is it a rough? Is it a smooth? It is addressed. Or letter D, work. Again, the question is, which lumber has been put through planing machine which gives fine surface? Rough pa rin ba siya? Is that smooth, dressed, or work? So, what is the correct answer? Teachers, future LPTs. Anong sagot? Alright. Sige nga. Anong sagot-sagot? Ayan. So, teachers, don't forget to share this live discussion ha, para mas marami tayong matulungan na magte-take ngayong September 2025 board examination. Okay, sino po ba mga taga Bicol dito ng mga nanonood? Shout out. Okay. Ayan. Okay. Dressed or work? So, what is the correct? Sabi ni Ma'am Judy and Ma'am Grace, letter C po. Letter C is the correct answer, Ma'am Grace. What about the others? What about the others? Okay. Ma'am Judy and Ma'am Grace, letter C po. Okay. Letter C is the correct answer. Okay, so ano natin? Kasi nag-ano yung aking cellphone. Okay, shut Norma Amino. Nag-e-echo po ba mga ma'am? Nag-e-echo po ba yung aking boses? Okay. Comment na lang po kayo yung mga gusto magpa-shoutout dyan. Okay. So now, tama kaya si Ma'am Judy Ann? Tama kaya si Ma'am Judy Ann? Let's see. Very good, ma'am. You got the correct answers. The answers is letter C. Dress. Bakit po dress ang sinagot nyo dito? Hindi po yung damit ha. Kasi nga, dress ang tawag pag ang lumber ay iniligay na natin sa machine. Okay. So, ibig sabihin, since si dress is the correct answer, di ko na tayo papaliwanag si rough, si smooth, and si work. Kasi na-discuss ko na po to kanina, right? So, ayan. Ulitin ko si dressed lumber. Si dressed lumber po, teachers, is the term referring to a lumbers that has been processed. Through what? Through a machine, including po yung planers, or create a flat surface in a uniform thickness. Naka-uniform thickness po siya. Okay? Uniform thickness. Tandaan ha, si dress, ano nga po ulit? Ginagamitan natin ng uniform, ng machine. Maliwanag po, mga ma'am and sir. So, ibig sabihin po, ang dress po is lumber that has typically smooth finish and also suitable for a various application without a powder treatment. Okay po ba? Maliwanag na po, teachers? Okay. Ulitin ko ulit. Bakit mali si rough? Because ang rough po is the lumber that has not been planned or finished. Hindi pa po siya na-planned, hindi pa rin siya na-finish. So it is retained for what? To a surface with imperfections. O nandito po yung mga barks, yung mga nuts, and unevenness. Therefore, hindi po siya fit sa tinatanong natin. Okay. So, kaya ano ang sagot, teachers? The answer is letter C, dressed. Okay, next question. Okay. Which is a plank of wood that has been roughly cut? Again, the question is, which is a plank of wood? Ayan, teacher. Ang tinatanong naman natin is, plank of wood that has been roughly cut. Is it a timber? Is it a board? Is it a lumber? Or is it a block? So, teacher, future LPTs, anong sagot? Again, ang tinatanong natin is a type of wood na nakaplank daw. Roughly cut siya. Anong tawag doon? Is it a lumber po ba? Is it a block? Or is it a board? All right. So what is the correct answer, teachers? Is it Alpha, Beta, Charlie, or Delta? All right. Shout out sa mga viewers natin. Pasensya na, nagluloko ang aking phone. Hindi ko kayo ma-shout out. Okay. So, anong sagot ng madlang people? Okay. Ulitin natin. Plank wood daw. C ba ang sagot? It is C. C ba ang sagot? Is it A? Kaya ang sagot, teachers, erasure na natin. Add one out ang technique na gagamitin natin. Okay? Umbrella method tayo. O kaya add one out. Okay, tanggalin na muna natin yung mga maling sagot. Okay, tanggalin natin. Unang tatanggalin natin si letter A. Letter A is eliminated. Bakit? Ano po ba si timber? Ano po siya? Okay? Ibig sabihin po ng timber, it is generally referring for a wood that still its natural and also minimally processed state. So that's why si timber po, it is referring to a trees that are suitable for processing into a wood product or a large piece of wood used in what? Used in construction. Trees pa po to, puno, timber ang tawag dyan. Di pa nila napuputol or di pa nila na-arrange para gamitin sa construction. Sometimes po, ang timber po, it can include a raw cut wood. Okay. Included pa po siya saan? Sa raw cut wood. It is more open for the associated with the structural application of raw logs. Okay, naka-raw logs pa rin po ito. Raw logs. Maliwanag po ba, mga ma'am and sir? Next, anong sunod na tatanggalin natin? Si block. Ano bang kinalaman ni block sa tanong na plank of wood? Okay. Si block naman, it is referring for what? To a solid piece of material. Ano nga po si block? Solid piece of a material. Okay. Ibig sabihin po yan, ito po yung mga wood stone. Ano nga po ulit siya? wood, stone. So, ibig sabihin, it is what? It is shaped into a rectangular form. Ang block, saan nga po siya ano nga po yung shape ng block? Naka-rectangular form po siya. So, that's why it does not specifically denote for what? Raw cut wood and less relevant in this context. So that's why the is wrong answer. Now teachers, may dalawa na lang tayong pagpipilian. Ito ba si board or si lumber? So since ang pinag-uusapan po natin is the plank of wood that has been roughly cut, the answer is lumber. Ano nga po ang sagot? Lumber. Okay, C. Si Charlie ang tamang sagot. Mali po si Beta. Bakit mali si Beta? Si board. Pag sinabi nating board, ano siya? Anong pumapasok sa isip natin pag board ang pinag-uusapan? It is referring for what? Teachers, it is typically refers to a flat, thin, and finished piece of wood that has been processed. Nagawa na siya. Further than, it is the wrap of sawn lumber. Boards po are usually flat and smooth for use in a furniture, especially for flooring or decorative purposes. Okay. So, si lumber po is a broad term. Bakit tama si lumber? Kasi po, si lumber is a broad term of what? Broad term of describe a processed wood ready for the use of construction or what? Or other project. So, ang rough po, sawn lumber is specifically repairing for a planks. Naka-repair po si rough saan? Sa planks. Sa plank. Okay, itong rough na to. Okay, so ibig sabihin po niyan, yung wood po that have been cut is directly from a logs. Okay, so ibig sabihin, it does not yet plan or a finish. Hindi siya na plan, hindi rin siya finish. Kasi nga, nakadirect siya saan? Sa plug. Okay, so this make a lumber is the most accurate choice, referring to a plank or roughly cut. So that's why C is the correct answer. Now, which lumber has been cut? Okay, parang carpentry lahat ng dinidiscuss ko sa inyo Which has been cut tangentially to grout rings. Ito may grout rings daw. And the fiber runs about 90 degrees. Naka-runs naman siya into a 90 degrees to the face. Anong tawag dyan? It is edge grain, angle grain, flat grain, close grain. Again, nakailan siya? 90 degrees to the face. Again, the question is, which lumber has been cut tangentially to the grout rings and the fiber runs about 90 degrees to the face? Edge grain, angle grain, flat grain, or close grain? What is the answer, teachers? What is the answers? Is that an edge of grain? Is that an angle grain? Okay, so what is the answers? Okay, I'll give you 1 minute. Again, bibigyan ko kayo ng 1 minuto para pag nilay-nilayan ang sagot. Kasi sa board examination, kailangan every minute nakakasagot ka ng isang question. Bakit? Ilang oras lang ang Gen Ed, ilang oras ang professional education. Tandaan, ang board examination, merong oras po yan, teachers. Kaya dapat careful tayo sa oras. And take note, teachers, once you are a board takers, ngayong September, ngayon pa lang nag-i-enhance na po kayo na mag-shading. Kasi hindi po lahat ng bumabagsak sa exam is dahil nahirapan sa exam. Ang iba bumabagsak sa exam kasi nga mali ang pagka-shading nila. Okay? So ngayon pa lang, you need to train your hands. Itong hands ninyo, dalawang kamay ninyo, i-train nyo na po kung paano kayo mag-shade. Yung proper shading. Okay. So kung gusto niyo pong manood ng mga tips kung paano makapasa sa board examination, may YouTube channel po ako. Paki-subscribe na lang. Yung mga hindi po late lang nakaka-attend sa mga drills ko, mga pa-pre-drills ko po, meron po available po yan sa aking YouTube channel, sa YT channel. So paka-search na lang po, Maestra Bicolana TLE Tambayan. So ayan teacher, same na same po kung anong nakalagay dyan na nababasa nyo na Maestra Bicolana TLE Tambayan, same po yan sa page ko and sa YT YouTube ko. So ayon, anong sagot? Is it Age of Grain? Tandaan teacher, may keyword akong mga binilugan dyan. Growth rings and fiber rounds about 90 degrees to the face. O anong type of cut na yon? It is age of grain, angle grain, flat grain, close grain. So ayan, migraine. Oh, okay. Migraine, nakasama pa yung sakit sa ulo, no? Okay, now, anong sagot? Pag naka 90 degrees. Okay, anong unang tatanggalin natin dyan? Ano yung pinakamaling sagot? Unahin natin si age of grain. Okay, bakit mali si age of grain? Teachers. Unahin natin si age of grain. Mali si letter A. Bakit? Pag sinabi nating age of grain po, teachers, okay, nakikita po ba? Okay, age of grain po, teachers. Okay, bakit mali si letter A? Kasi ang age of grain po is a type of the face of the board or age of grain lumber is open to use a high quality. Ginagamit natin sa age of grain for what? High quality. Naka-high quality po ito. Okay? High quality. Basta isulat nyo na lang sa mga notes ninyo, high quality. Okay. Ibig sabihin po, sa age of grain, since it is typically cut or from the age of a log where the growth of rings are vertical, the fibers run is parallel to the face of the board. So ang age of grain po is the lumber is used for the high quality surface because it show a less grain pattern and is more stable. Okay, naka-vertical po si age of grain. Again, anong tatandaan kay age of grain? Dito, naka-vertical o P. B is vertical and P. Ano si P? Parallel. Yan po ang tatandaan pagdating kay age of grain. And then, high quality po si age of grain. Okay, anong sunod na tatanggalin natin? Si close grain. Okay. Bakit po, Ma'am Grace, mali si close grain? Okay. Si close grain po, it is referring for a wood pieces that have been what? Fine, tight grain patterns due to what? Due to the closely spaced growth ring. So, this term po is talks about it is describing for a wood texture rather than a cut. So, si close grain, ano nga po ulit? It is talks about wood texture. Okay? Wood texture. Hindi po siya naka-specifies for a cut. Okay? Next. Now, B and C na lang ang pagpipilian natin. So, ano ang best choices? Pag naka 90 degrees. Teachers, automatic pag naka 90 degrees po yan, ang piliin nyo pong sagot is si letter C. Flat grain. Ano nga po ulit? Flat grain. Okay, very good. The answer is Charlie ulit. Bakit po mali si angle grain? Bakit sinabi kong mali si angle grain? Kasi po, ang term na angle grain po is not commonly used as a standard lumber. Hindi po ito ginagamit natin or it is not commonly used for the standard, not commonly used for the standard lumber. Bakit ko po nasabi yan? Because it is a type of terminology, right? So it is referring to a wood that has been cut at an angle relative to the growth rings but does not widely accepted by a definition in woodworking or lumber classification. Kamali po sa angle grain. So pag pinag-uusapan natin is talks about the degree phase of 90, the answer is flat grain. Bakit po tama si flat grain? Saan natin mas kilala si flat grain? Kilala rin po si flat grain sa tawag na plain zone or flat zone. So, ibig sabihin po, it is a cut tangentially to the growth of rings. So, this method po, sa age of grain po, ang method na to, okay, ginagamit natin ito, teachers. For a log is so in a such way that growth rings are visible in the surface of the board. So that's why it is typically resulting in a wider grain pattern. Okay? So the fiber po, yung fiber po, the approximately degree niya po is 90 degrees to the face of the board when we view from one side. Pag tiningnan natin na naka one side siya. So that's why letter C is the correct answer. Now, which is the art of building? Ayan. Tinatanong po, teachers, which is the art of building with stone, bricks, concrete, blocks, of other similar materials? Stone ang pinag-uusapan natin dito, ha? Which is the art of building with a stone? Okay? So, kasama si bricks, si concrete, blocks, and similar materials. Pasok ba siya sa carpentry? Pasok ba siya sa concrete? Pasok ba siya sa mortar? Pasok ba siya sa masonry? So, what is the answer? What is the answer, teachers? Sige nga, anong sagot? If you know the answer, paki-comment na lang sa comment section. So, ayan. Is it carpentry? Is it concrete? Or is it a masonry? Ayan. I'll give you 1 minute. Okay, so anong sagot? Ano po ang isasagot natin, mga ma'am? Masonry po, sabi ni Ma'am Judy Ann. So, is it masonry kaya? Pasensya na kayo ha, yung iba. Di ko kasi ma-share sa group natin. Di ko alam. Naglolo ko ang aking page. Sana ma-share na to. Minsan di nag-share eh. Oh, 1 minute ang binibigay ko sa inyo para masagutan yan. Okay, sabi ni Ma'am Julian, Ma'am Grace, is it masonry po? Okay. So, ayan. How about the others? All right. So, pagpasensyahan nyo na ha. Sabi ni Ma'am Jody, the answer is masonry. Wait lang po, sinishare ko lang po ang ating discussion sa ating groups. All right. So, we have Ayan. So, anong sagot? Okay, very good, ma'am. You got the correct answer. Is it masonry? Bakit ko po sinabing masonry ang sagot dyan? Okay, pag sinasabi nating building stone with a brick, concrete, blocks, of a similar materials, the answer is masonry. Ano nga po ulit? Masonry. Very good. You got the correct answers. Bakit po mali po si carpentry? Kasi si carpentry, it is the construction materials composed by cement, water, aggregates. Okay, I know. Si carpentry, it is composed for cutting, shaping, and installing materials made from wood. Okay, made from wood po si carpentry. Si concrete po, ito po yung ginagamitan natin ng mga cement. Semento, ano pa, water, and also the aggregates, different types of aggregates. So, alam niyo naman kung ano yung mga aggregates na tinatawag natin na ginagamit natin for the construction. So, hindi po siya art of a craft itself, but rather than si concrete po is the materials na ginagamit natin for the construction. Si mortar naman, si mortar po is the mixtures. Ginagamitan natin si mortar ng bind building materials. Okay? Anong meron sa mortar? Bind building materials. So, ibig sabihin, it is typically consisting of a sand, water, and cement or lime. Although it is very essential for the masonry work, pull hoarding a brick stone together, especially hindi rin po siya nagre-represent for the overall craft of constructing a structure. So, pag tinatanong po is the art of building. Art of building. So, ang isasagot nyo po dyan is the masonry. Now, which is the following is not? May nakita kayong not features. Which of the following is not a requirement? Hindi daw requirement to consider in the proportioning concrete mixture. Again, which of the following is not a requirement to consider in proportioning concrete mixtures? A, economy. B, workability. C, strength. Or D, flexibility. What is the answers? What is the answers? Again, which of the following is not a requirement? Ang tinatanong is not a requirement to consider in proportioning concrete mixtures. A, is it an economy? Is it a workability? Is it the strength? Or is it a flexibility? Again, teachers, I'll give you 1 minute para pag-isipan. Ano ba yung hindi requirement dyan pag i-consider natin yung proportioning in concrete mixtures? Is it alpha, beta, Charlie, or delta? Sige nga. Okay. Okay. I-ratio na natin, teachers. Alright. I-ratio na ni Ma'am Grace. Ano ba ang sagot dito, mga ma'am? Okay. Okay. I-ratio natin. Not a requirement to consider in proportioning in mixture. Okay. Number 1 na tatanggalin natin is sa economy. Kailangan po natin sa economy for the proportioning a concrete materials. Ano po ba, ma'am, ang word na economy? Pagtitipid po ba yan, ekonomiya? So, teachers, the word economy po, it is referring to the cost effectiveness of the concrete mixture. So, that's why, isa po siya sa requirement, ang economy. Again, ulitin ko, economy is the referring for the cost effectiveness of the concrete. So, pakinote na lang po ako, cost effectiveness of the concrete. So, ibig sabihin po niyan, it is very essential to consider po that the materials po cost and their availability when we are designing a concrete mix. Okay. So as well as pag sinabi nating proportion, we need to mix that kumbaga kailangan nating ma-meet yung performance requirement while minimizing the cost. It is very crucial po for any type of construction project. Right? So therefore, economy po is very important requirement, especially in proportioning a concrete mixtures. Kaya po, tama po si economy. Ang hinahanap po natin is enough. Okay, ano ulit ang tatanggalin natin? The word strength. It is the very important in proportioning. Kasi pag sinabi nating strength, it is the primarily objective. Pinaka-objective natin ito pag magko-construct tayo ng concrete mixture, yung strength. So, ibig sabihin, it is compressive strength of a concrete. So, we need must meet the specific structural requirements based on the intended to use. So, dito po sa strength, they involve selecting appropriate proportioning, yung semento, yung mga aggregates, and also water and mixtures to the strength characteristic. So, yun yung tinitingnan ng mga engineer. So, strength po is very important, especially it is the tinatawag nating fundamental requirements in proportioning a concrete mixtures. Ano pa? Si workability. Okay, ang hindi po involved dito is si flexibility. Letter D ang sagot. Mali po si letter B. Kasi pag sinabi nating workability, isa rin po siya sa mga requirement na kino-consider natin for proportioning a concrete mixtures. Kasi pag sinabi nating workability, nagdi-describe po ito for the concrete can be mixed, placed, and finished without a segregation with bleeding. So, workability, it is very important for the critical for ensuring that the concrete po can be properly compacted. Okay, so in shape during the construction. So, it is adequate workability, allows for a better handling, especially for the placement of the concrete, making it an important factors in a mixed design. So that's why workability is one of the requirement to consider in proportioning a concrete mixture. So teachers, bakit po Ma'am Grace Manisel ang hindi natin hinahanap is flexibility? So when we are talking about flexibility, teachers, anong ibig sabihin yan? Based on the context, sa binabasa natin. Diba, it is not referred to the standard requirement for proportioning. Isa po siya sa hindi po standard requirement for the proportioning of a concrete mixtures. Because ang flexibility po, it is the degree of flexibility may be desirable in a certain application. One of the example po dito na kailangan natin maunawaan sa flexibility, bakit siya yung mali, bakit siya yung hinahanap natin, bakit hindi siya yung requirements. Okay, because in terms of adjusting a mixed design, i-apply po natin. It is one of the example. So it is not typically listed as a core requirement. Hindi po siya nakalista sa core requirement, teacher, si flexibility. Okay? Tatandaan yan ha, hindi siya nakalista for the core requirement like economy, workability, or the strength. Because from the word concrete itself, it is generally considered acquired, therefore the flexibility does not play for a significant role in proportioning. So that's why letter D is the correct answers. Now, this one. According to the building code, ayan. According to the building code of the Philippines, for how many days shall concrete be maintained about 10 degrees Celsius temperature and in a moist condition? Ilan ba sa building code ang pag-cure natin? Is that 3 days? Is that a 5 days? Is that a 7 days or 10 days? What is the answers? What is the answers? Ayan. According to the building code of the Philippines, for how many days shall concrete be maintained about 10 degrees Celsius temperatures and in a moist condition? 3 days ba? 5 days ba? 7 days ba? Or is it 10 days? What is the correct answer, future LPPs? Anong sagot? Is it alpha, beta, Charlie, Delta? Ayan, may mga pa-pre-live po tayo and I hope sana makatulong ito sa darating na board examination. Don't forget to follow, share, and like this Facebook page, especially in my YouTube channel. Kasi kung hindi man po kayo umabot sa mga pa-pre-live natin, mababalikan nyo po yan sa aking YouTube channel. Okay, pa-subscribe na lang po sa YT channel ko. Anong name ng YouTube channel ko? I-search nyo lang po, Maestra Bicolana TLE Tambayan. Yun po ang name ng ng mismong YouTube channel ko. So ayan, pag mag-cure ba tayo na align for the building code, ilang days? Okay, sino makakasagot? Teachers. Ayan, anong sagot? Okay, lagi nyo pong tatandaan. Pag nasa 10 ang degree Celsius temperature, ang curing days po nito is 7 days. Hindi po 3 days, 5 days, and 10 days. Bakit? Explain ko ha, teachers. Okay. Yung kada step, we have a 4 step para sa concrete curing requirement. So pag sinabi nating concrete curing, it is a very critical process that ensure a proper hydration ng ng semento. Dahil pag hindi natin naayos ito, it directly affects to the strength and also the durability of the structure. Alright. So the curing process po is very important. It is very typical involved for maintaining the adequate moisture, temperature, and also the time to allow the concrete to achieve its desired properties. Alright. Based on the National Structural Code of the Philippines po, or tinatawag nating NSCP. O ito, kilala po ito sa NSCP. Anong meaning ng NSCP? Teachers, ano ang meaning ng NSCP? It is the National Structural Code of the Philippines. So, ibig sabihin po niyan, they adopts the standard from the international code such as American Concrete Institute. Inadapt po nila ito based on the standard NACI. Ano yung ACI naman, teachers? Ano yung ACI? Pag sinabing ACI, it is the American Concrete Institute guidelines. So based on this standard po, they can specify the concrete must be cured control condition. So ano po siya, for minimum period to ensure a proper hydration and strength development. So now, yung step 2 naman is the temperature by the moisture condition. So mapa-outline po ito both local and international code po. Lagi niyo pong tatandaan, the concrete must keep moist during the initial curing period. So it means yung tinatawag nating ano bang tawag dito? Okay. So yung duration po, the concrete must keep moist during the initial period. So the temperature po should not fall below 10 degrees Celsius during this time. So as lower temperature be po can slow down or help dehydration process. Okay. Yung step 3 po natin, teachers, is the minimum curing period. So, ang minimum po based sa NSCP, they specify po na ang concrete po should be maintained in a moist condition at least 7 days. Naka 7 days po siya. When a normal, lalo na po kung ang gagamitin natin na semento is Portland cement. So, naka-align po yan sa American, ano nga si ACI, American, ano yan? Sige nga, American Concrete Institute. Naka-align po yan sa American Concrete Institute or ACI recommendation, which also state that ang 7 days is sufficient for most general constructions project, especially the standard cement types. For what? For high performance or special concretes, longer during period may be required. So, 7 days po. Hindi po pwedeng 10 days, hindi pwedeng 3 days and 5 days. Okay, next question. Which of the following are known as a coarse aggregate and a concrete mixtures? O, ito naman, ano ang tinatawag nating coarse aggregate? Is that a sand, soil, gravel, cement? Coarse aggregate. Meron tayong dalawa niyan. Si coarse aggregate and yung pangalawa is si fine aggregate. Dalawa yan coarse and yung isa is fine. Ang hinahanap natin is si coarse aggregate. So, anong sagot? Is that sand, soil, gravel, cement? What is the answer? Ayan. Dalawa yan mga kamaestra. Okay. Sabi ng iba ni JV Gamboa. Okay, very good. Coarse aggregate are defined as a granular materials that are larger than, inaalam pa natin dito mga ma'am and sir kung ilan yung minimum size. Ang coarse aggregate po, ang particles niya dapat alam ninyo, nasa 4.75 mm in size. Ilan nga po ulit? Ang coarse aggregate, meron siyang laki na 4.75 mm. Dapat alam nyo to, teachers. So, ito yung mga tinatawag nating particles. Alright. So, ibig sabihin, retain on a 4. Pwedeng 4.75, pwedeng 4 naman. So, it is typically include po sa coarse aggregate yung pagpipilian natin. Nasa choices po yan. Okay. So, tanggalin natin si sand. Sobrang liit ng sand. Ano si sand? Buhangin. Okay. Sand is buhangin. Mali si sand. Sand is classified, nagka-classified si sand ng fine aggregates. Dapat alam niyo ha. Si sand is fine aggregates. Ibig sabihin, yung particles po ni sand is smaller than 4.75 mm. Mas maliit po si sand kaysa sa 4.75 mm. So that's why sand is a fine aggregate. Ano naman si soil? Bakit mali si soil? Soil is not used as an aggregate. Hindi natin ginagamit ang lupa as a aggregate. Okay, soil is not used in aggregate in a concrete mixture due to its organic content and lack of what? Of structural properties. Hindi po siya classified as a coarse aggregate. Pwede pa po si soil pagtaniman natin ng halaman. Pero sa structural, hindi po pwedeng gamitin as a coarse aggregate si soil. Next, semento. Bakit mali si semento? Si cement. Bakit mali si cement? Cement is not an aggregate. Hindi rin po aggregate si semento. Okay, it is the act of binding agent. Ano nga po sa cement? Binding agent siya. Binding, basta isulat nyo na lang, binding agency. Tinatawag nating cement. Okay, so ginagamit natin ito in a concrete. Ginagamitan natin with a mix of water. So inahalo dito both fine and coarse aggregate. Again, semento, binding agent. Soil, hindi ginagamit for the aggregates. Okay, especially for the instructional. So sand is a fine aggregate. Okay, so what is the answer? The answer is letter C. Okay? C is the correct answer. Gravel. Bakit si gravel? Gravel is consist of particle of 4.75 mm. Tingnan nyo yung mga gravel. Pag magtatayo kayo ng bahay, sukatin nyo kung nasa 4.75 mm yan. Making for the example po dito is na ginagamit natin for the concrete mixtures. Si gravel. Okay, pwede lang isama si gravel saan? Sa semento, si sand. Okay, ibabind natin si cement. Okay, last question. What do you call the process of hardening of a concrete? Anong tawag sa process na yon pag mag-hardening tayo of a concrete? Is it a curing, setting, hardening, molding? Last question yan, mga ma'am and sir. What do you call the process of a hardening of a concrete? Is that a curing? Is it a setting? Is it a hardening? Or D, is it a molding? So what is the answers? What is the answers? Ayan, magpapatumpik-tumpik pa ba tayo dito? Anong ibig sabihin ng hardening? Okay, very good. Letter A is the correct answer. Curing. Wala nang ibang isasagot dyan. Curing. Very good, teachers. Hardening. Hindi yan pag-hardening ng halaman na. Kasi may time, nung last review ko, ano daw yung meaning ng hardening? Is since nasa concrete tayo, yun yung mga tinatawag nating hydration process. Okay? So, setting versus curing. Ano si setting versus curing? Okay, the term setting po, it is referring for the initial phase. Okay? Nasa initial phase po si tinatawag nating setting. When the concretes po begins with stifted after cured, typically curing with the first few hours. So, ang setting po, ito yung nakakita na kayo ng mga nagko-construction worker. Diba? Bago nila paghahalu-haluin yung semento, yung gravel, tsaka yung sand, 'di ba? Sinisip muna nila yung yung buhangin para matanggal yung mga buo-buo doon. That time ginagawa ko 'yan pag walang labor sa bahay. Okay, ginagawa kaming labor minsan ni Papa, construction. So, setting yun. So, pag hardening concrete po, the answer is curing. Okay, so teachers, I hope you enjoy this live discussion. So, tomorrow we have a pre-live again. May pre-live ulit po tayo, kindly abang na lang po kayo. Okay, so, ayan, sa mga gusto ng private drills, ayan, join na po kayo. So, di pa rin po kami nagsisimula kasi nag-ano pa ako ng mga enrollees. Yung mga gusto lang po na sumama for the final coaching, pre-board, and diagnostic test. Okay, so teachers, I hope you enjoy this live discussion. And good night, everyone. Good night talaga. So, there's a lot of activity na kailangan pa nating gawin. So, it is already 9:18 in the evening. So, thank you so much. Salamat sa mga nanood. Salamat sa nakinig. And salamat po sa mga sumagot. So, again, tomorrow po meron tayong live session. Pakitap na lang po ako sa mga classmate ninyo, kaibigan ninyo na makinig during the live session. Okay? So, our topic is TLE. I don't know if tomorrow is makakapag-drills ako ng general education. Okay, titingnan ko pa po kung ano yung schedule ko kasi may pa-pre din ako sa Gen Ed and Professional Education. So, ayan teachers, thank you so much. Ayan, yung mga hindi pa kumakain, kumain na muna. Abang-abang po kayo sa live ko bukas. Thank you so much and have a good day. Bye!